There's a conversation happening in spiritual communities all over the world right now, and most of it is built on a confusion that the Pleiadians say needs to be addressed directly. The words Lightworker and Starseed are being used as if they are the same thing. They are not the same thing, and the difference between them is not a matter of terminology. It is not a debate about labels. It is a difference in origin, in mission, in the specific challenges each soul type carries, and in the way each one will experience what is coming to this planet. The Pleiadians have spoken about this distinction many times. Today, we are going into it fully. If you have never been sure which one you are, this video is for you. If you have always assumed you were one or the other without truly examining why, this video is especially for you. And if you have ever felt like you carry both, the Pleiadians have something important to say about that too. What is a Lightworker? Teach a Pleiadian definition. The Pleiadians begin with something that surprises many people. A Lightworker, in the truest sense, is a soul that is native to Earth. Not to this version of Earth, not to this dimension or this timeline, but to the Earth experiment itself, to the long arc of incarnational experience that has unfolded on this planet across hundreds of thousands of years. A Lightworker is a soul that chose, at the deepest level of its being, to be part of this planet's journey from the very beginning, to incarnate here, again and again and again, to learn, to grow, to suffer, to awaken within the specific conditions of this world. This is why Lightworkers often feel an almost irrational love for this planet. Not just an appreciation for nature, something deeper. Something almost like grief when they see the Earth's suffering. Something like devotion when they stand on bare ground. The Pleiadians say this is cellular memory. The body remembers what the conscious mind has forgotten, that this planet is home in the truest possible sense. A Lightworker's mission is rooted in healing and holding. They are here to hold light in places where darkness has become very heavy. To be present in communities, in families, in systems, quietly radiating a frequency that lifts those around them without those people necessarily knowing why they feel better in the Lightworker's presence. They are anchors. They are stabilizers. They are the ones who stay when everything in them wants to leave. The Pleiadians say that Lightworkers have lived so many lifetimes on this planet that they carry within them the full record of human experience, the joy and the devastation, the wisdom and the wound. This is both their greatest gift and their greatest burden. They know, at a level beneath words, what it means to be human. Completely, painfully, beautifully human. What is a Starseed? The Pleiadian definition. Now we come to the Starseed. And this is where the distinction becomes clear. A Starseed is a soul whose primary origin, whose home frequency, is not Earth. The Pleiadians describe Starseeds as souls who have lived the majority of their incarnational experience in other star systems, in other dimensions, on other worlds, in civilizations that exist or existed far beyond this solar system. Some starseeds originate from the Pleiades themselves. Others carry the signature of Sirius, Arcturus, Andromeda, Lyra, or civilizations that no longer have physical form in this universe. These souls came to Earth deliberately, not because Earth is their home, but because Earth needed what they carry. Think of it this way. Imagine a world that has been isolated, cut off from the broader community of consciousness in the universe for a very long time. A world that has forgotten what it feels like to live in a higher frequency. A world whose people have lost access to certain codes, certain remembrances, certain ways of being that exist naturally in more evolved civilizations. A Starseed is someone who carries those codes within them, encoded in their energy field, in their DNA, in the specific way their consciousness is structured. And they came here to see those codes into the collective field of humanity, not through teaching necessarily, not through leading movements, but simply by being here, by existing in this density and allowing their natural frequency to interact with the field around them. This is why starseeds so often feel fundamentally alien here. Not strange, not broken. Alien, in the literal sense. Like someone who has come from a place with different laws, different gravity, different light. And no matter how long they have been here, some part of them never fully adapts, never fully accepts that this is simply how things are. Because they remember, even if only as a feeling, a pull, a homesickness with no identifiable home, that things can be profoundly different. THE5KEY differences. The Pleiadians outline 5 key differences between Lightworkers and Starseeds that show up consistently in lived experience. The first difference is relationship to Earth. Lightworkers feel at home here, even when they are suffering. There is a rootedness, a sense of deep belonging to this world, to this soil, to the human story. Starseeds, by contrast, often feel a persistent sense of not belonging, not as a wound necessarily, but as a fact. Earth is a posting, not a home. A mission location, not a destination. The second difference is how they relate to other humans. Lightworkers tend to move toward people. They are drawn into community, into service, into the messiness of human relationships, because humanity is their family across every lifetime. Starseeds often find mass human behavior genuinely baffling, not because they are cold or distant, but because the way humans organize their lives, the priorities they choose, the things they fight over, it all registers as foreign. Like watching a culture whose values are simply different from everything you know. The third difference is their primary gift. The Lightworkers' primary gift is presence. The frequency they hold simply by being in a room changes what is possible in that room. They don't need to do anything. They need to be somewhere. Starseeds carry a different primary gift: transmission, information, codes. They often find themselves saying things in conversation that they didn't consciously know, that seem to land in the other person with an almost electric recognition. They are broadcasting something, even when they are silent. The fourth difference is their relationship to memory. Lightworkers often carry deep emotional memory, old grief, ancient trauma, lifetimes of loss that live in the body as a kind of weight. This is not pathology. It is the record of a soul that has been here long enough to have lived through everything. Starseeds tend to carry a different kind of memory, cosmic memory, flashes of other worlds, a sense of civilizations, technologies, ways of being that have no reference point in human history, dreams that feel like reports from another life on another planet. The fifth difference is their relationship to the solar flash. And this one is what the Pleiadians most want you to understand. For a Lightworker, the solar flash is a completion. It is the culmination of an extraordinarily long journey through thousands of lifetimes on this planet, finally arriving at the moment this world transforms into what it was always meant to be. The emotion many Lightworkers feel when they contemplate the solar flash is not excitement. It is relief. Deep, cellular, bone-level relief. Like someone who has been carrying something impossibly heavy for an impossibly long time and can finally set it down. For a starseed, the solar flash is a reunion. It is the moment this planet finally rises to the frequency of the civilization they came from. The moment Earth joins the community of worlds they have always known existed. The emotion starseeds feel is different. It is something closer to vindication, to recognition, to the feeling of being understood after a very long time of being the only one in the room who could see what was coming. What you feel like both. The Pleiadians address this directly because it is a real and common experience. There are souls walking this planet who carry both signatures. The deep earthly rootedness of the Lightworker and the cosmic memory of the Starseed. The Pleiadians call these souls bridge walkers, and they say their role is specific and irreplaceable. A bridge walker is a soul who has done enough incarnations on Earth to carry the full record of human experience, and who also carries active cosmic codes from beyond this world. They are the translators, the ones who can feel what humans feel and simultaneously see what the Starseeds see. They can bring the cosmic transmission down into a form that humans can actually receive, because they know from the inside what it feels like to be human. The Pleiadians say that many of the people drawn to content like this, to channels like this one, are bridge walkers. They came here in this lifetime specifically for the transition period, not just to hold the light, not just to seed the codes, but to help the two streams of soul energy meet each other, recognize each other, and work together in the final phase of this world's awakening. HOWTO, no, which ONEYOUR. The Pleiadians offer this not as a test, but as an invitation to honest self-reflection. Sit quietly, place your hand on your chest, and ask yourself one question. When you think about this planet, about the Earth itself, about humanity, about the long human story, what do you feel in your body? If what arises is love that feels ancient, grief that has no single source, a sense of being deeply, inextricably woven into the human story, you are feeling the Lightworker signature. If what arises is something different, a kind of detachment that is not coldness but distance, a homesickness that has no address, sense of watching humanity from slightly outside it, even when you are in the middle of it, you are feeling the Starseed signature. And if both arise at the same time, if you feel the ancient love and the cosmic distance simultaneously, as if two entirely different souls are answering the same question, then you already know what you are. The Pleiadians say there is no hierarchy here. Neither is higher. Neither is more evolved. Neither is more important to what is coming. The Lightworkers' love of this planet is not a limitation. It is a superpower. The Starseed's cosmic distance is not a wound. It is a design. Both were needed. Both were chosen. Both are here, at this exact moment, in this exact body, on this exact world, for a reason that goes deeper than any label. Whatever you are not here by accident. And the Pleiadians want you to know. The moment of recognition is coming. The moment when every soul on this planet, Lightworker, Starseed, Bridge Walker, finally understands, completely and without doubt, exactly why they came. That moment is closer than you think. What came up for you as you listen? Are you feeling the Lightworker signature, the Starseed signature, or both? Leave a comment below. This community spans every country and every soul type, and your reflection matters. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. And remember, you were placed here with precision